the murderer cut your legs and you gotta carry yourself away. Maybe I watched too much Law and Order, but... So I wanted to sit down and talk about something that somebody had asked me a question about on Instagram. One day I posted a clip of me doing push-ups on my Instagram story, and somebody asked how to work on being able to do more push-ups. So, in case you didn't know, I've been in the National Guard for 5 years now, and I pride myself in saying I have never failed a PT test. Not even like whenever I first went to basic training and they didn't even count yet. They were like diagnostic. Still have never failed one. However, whenever I first started, I could only do like whatever the minimum was. I think it was like 19 push-ups, and you get 2 minutes. So, for those of you that don't know, it's currently, they're changing it, but it's currently 2 minutes of sit-ups, 2 minutes of push-ups, not in this order, it's push-ups and sit-ups, and then a 2-mile timed 2-mile run. So within those 2 minutes, you do as many as you can do, and you have a minimum requirement, and then there's like a maximum number that if you get that number, you like max it out, like the high score. So you can do 10 and you can take a break, but you can't go like down on your knees or sit down. You have to stay like either in the plank position, you can sag in the middle, or you can like put your butt up in the air, kind of like a downward dog type thing. But you can't like legit rest. But you have 2 minutes to do as many as you can do and try and get the timed number. So the tips that I'm going to give you are going to be mainly focused towards somebody who's trying to get a certain amount of push-ups in a time. The person who asked me said she's training for the police academy, so this would be great for somebody who's in the military or the police academy, or even if you just are trying to get some push-ups, because you know who doesn't want to have push-ups under their belt. I just said had push-ups and I was like, I don't know what that means. Who doesn't want to be good at push-ups? One thing, like whenever I'm training clients in person, one thing that I always focus on is making sure they're working on towards being able to do like body weight, like carry their own body weight. So like pull-ups, push-ups, like dips, because like to be able to like push yourself up that way. Stuff like that I think is really important, especially like as a female, like just in case you're like ever in a situation where you may need to like escape. You know, you're taken and you need to escape and you need to pull yourself up out of something, or put, you know what I mean, like the murderer cut your legs and you gotta carry yourself away. Maybe I watched too much Law and Order, but I think that stuff's really important. So this is really great for anybody who's trying to get good at push-ups. Alright, so the first thing that I think like is important that I would like to note is there's basically 2 different types of push-ups. Then there's like an in-between, but there's like mainly 2 types. So you can do like a regular push-up where your arms are like wider than your shoulders, and then you can go closer, and that's like more of like a chest push-up, and then if you go closer, this is more like a tricep push-up. So regardless, whenever you're doing it, whenever you're coming back, you want your arm to come down at like a 45-degree angle from your body. You're not coming out at 90 like this. That's putting way too much stress on your shoulder joints. Not good. You don't want that. So if you decide that you want to do the wider one, you need to be coming down roughly at like a 45-degree angle. I personally like to do the tricep ones. My triceps are stronger than my chest in a sense, and especially since I have my breast augmentation, my chest just isn't very strong, and I can get a lot more tricep ones than I can chest push-ups. So if you've had a breast augmentation or you've been trying the regular ones and you can't quite make it happen, maybe try the tricep ones, or maybe you're trying tricep ones and you realize your triceps kind of suck a little bit, try the chest ones. So those are the 2 variations. Next, work up to it. So in my opinion, it's a lot more important to have good form and like rep it out with good form, even if you're not in that push-up position than it is to like be in that push-up position and like do like that like little like worm thing where you're like trying to get up but you're like not really getting up, you know what I'm saying? So work up to it. So a great one if like you're a beginner, this is really great. If you're heavier and you kind of struggle, like especially if you like struggle getting down and up off the floor and you're just not ready to do push-ups yet, Smith machine push-ups. So it's great because you can kind of like keep track of your progress by seeing like, okay, I had the bar at this level, now this week I'm gonna move it down to the next level, so you can adjust it to the heights. And you want to keep your body in that straight line. You're still trying to hit either that 45-degree angle or your arms in closer, depending on which style you chose. Focusing on good form, but you're not the whole way down on the ground. So the way the gravity is working, you're pushing less of your body weight up, so it's going to be easier. From there, if you're feeling great and you're getting low, you can even start to work on doing them from the bench. You can even then move to the floor and do them on your knees. When you're on your knees, your body should be in the same exact position as if you were on your toes, but you're on your knees. So once again, the way the gravity is working, since you're the like leverage point is at your knees instead of at your toes, less body weight, less force to push that is needed to push you up. So those are all ways that you can work up to it. I would rather see somebody do 20 with great form at a easier, shall we call it, level than somebody do 5 regular, like on the ground but shitty form. For somebody who's trying to do like the timed test, there's 2 different ways that I would suggest you to try and work on it. So one is volume. This is picking a set amount of push-ups that you're gonna do in that day, or in a certain time period, and doing those. So maybe you say you're gonna do 100 a day. So you wake up, you're gonna do 10. You eat your breakfast, you're doing 10 more. You are on your lunch break, you're doing 15 more. You know what I mean? You're adding it up. Or if you're at the gym for the hour, you say, okay, I have to get 50 before I leave the gym. That way, you know, you're not necessarily doing them all back to back to back, but you're getting the volume in that you need. So the first one is volume. The second one is working on doing it timed. So I would start in smaller increments and kind of work your way up. But then you want to work past whatever the allotted time is that you have for your test. So say you start and you're doing 30 seconds of push-ups straight. Great. You work your way up, you're at 2 minutes. If you're in, I don't know what it is for the police academy, but for the army, it's 2 minutes. So you get the 2 minutes, you know, you may be hitting whatever, but you never know. Maybe on the day of your PT test, you're not feeling so hot and the 2 minutes isn't enough. So you want to kind of get yourself to that point where you're better than the 2 minutes. You can go longer than the 2 minutes. That way that on the day of your test, you're golden. You don't have to worry. You don't want to like just be able to get enough and then show up on your test. And then what if something happens and you ain't getting them? So I suggest going up to 3, maybe even 4 minutes. Trying to do push-ups for 4 minutes straight, you know, taking your breaks as you need them, in either of those positions that you're allowed to, and then, you know, then you can work your way down. You can even do them back to back. So like I know when we were basic training, we would do like little drills. We would work with a buddy, so we had to do like maybe 4 minutes of push-ups. Then our buddy would go. Then they'd say, all right, 3 minutes of push-ups. Then you switch. Then you do 2 minutes of push-ups. Then you do 1 minute of push-up. Then you do 30 seconds. So you can do that as well. So timed ones are really great. Definitely work past the allotted time that you have. With that being said, make sure that you're taking ample rest days. So if you are going to switch between the timed and the volume, maybe do timed on Monday and do volume on Thursday. Or if you want to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever it is, don't do push-ups every day. You need to let your body rest and recover. If you like really do it dirty and you're going till failure and you're sore 3 days later, wait until day 4. As long as you're giving yourself enough time before your test, there's really no reason. I mean, if you're like a tiny bit sore, go ahead and do the damn thing. But if you're really hurting by day 3, don't do them. Let your body rest. Chill out. Make sure you're stretching too. Like put your hands between the doorways. Like this. That reminds me of Bridesmaids when she's like they're talking about her penis, but Anyway. And the last thing to work on getting your push-ups better is to work on different exercises that are going to work those muscle groups. So, push-ups are, depending on which version you're doing, they're more amounts of chest or triceps, but they're both chest and triceps. So definitely chest exercises, definitely tricep exercises, and then some for your anterior shoulders too. But I would say the best exercises to give a go are going to be chest press, whether you're using dumbbells or barbell, or if you have to use a machine. Those are going to be great. Bench dips. Those are going to be great. Any like tricep push downs, tricep extensions, those are all going to be great ones. And then switch up how you're doing those too. So maybe do tempo where, you know, you're going down 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, 2, 3, 4, or push up fast, going down real slow. So those are different ones. You can do drop sets. You can do 20-pound dumbbells and rep them out, and then as soon as you couldn't do any more, you pick them up and you do 15 pounds. So you can't do any more, then you go to 10, then you go to 5. Go down to 5. Like, let your muscles get fatigued. Like, don't think that because you're strong, you are too good to be pressing 5-pound dumbbells. Okay? Fatigue yourself. Go the whole way down when you're doing the drop set. Yeah, that's it. That's the skinny. That's a scoop. It's really, there's not much to it. But when you're doing it, you have, like, the only way to get good at push-ups is to do push-ups. The only way to get good at anything you're not good at is to do that. So yeah, like, the, you know, bench press and tricep exercises and stuff, that's all like important and it's extra, but what's more important is doing the push-ups. If you need to work on this every other day because you're really hurting and you really, you know, if you want to be a police officer, you gotta fucking put in the work. If you're struggling with push-ups, well, you're just gonna ruin your dreams because you don't want to put in the work to do a push-up? No, you're gonna do the damn push-ups. You're gonna do the thing. The only way to get at it is to keep doing it. So those are my tips. I hope they help. Let me know. Comment below if you try any of those, or if you have any more questions or any suggestions, like something that you did when you were trying to max out your push-ups, so that I can pass it along to people that I know and we can help everybody out. Awesome. I hope that helped. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the vlog. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. I hope that was helpful for you guys. If you have any other videos that you'd like to see as far as maybe improving your sit-ups or your run time for your PT test or just anything in general, definitely comment below. A few reminders before I go. This Friday, November 23rd, is the last day to sign up for Feasting to Fit. It is a 4-week challenge. It is ran by both myself and my friend Mia Salavanti, Meezer Fit. We thought it would be really cool to run a challenge together so we can kind of bring our followings together. Hopefully going to have a super interactive Facebook group for everybody that's involved. Dumbbells only, so you can definitely do this from home if you have to. There's videos of all the exercises, so you can't use the excuse that you don't know what you're doing. There's going to be a mobility guide. There's a guide that teaches you how to calculate your macros, one that teaches you how much cardio you should do. Whole bunch of resources, recipes, all types of things, and it's just gonna be a really fun time, so definitely check that out. You can purchase that on my website, and I will put the link for that below. Black Friday, I'll be doing 15% off of my entire website as far as merchandise. I'm gonna do a sale for the bikini guide and the do it for the booty guide as well, but I haven't decided what yet, so stay tuned via my Instagram. And then last but not least, my new apparel launches on Tuesday, November 27th, I believe it is. So that's going to be the Still Not Done hoodies. I actually have one on right now. And then there's also going to be a cropped crew neck sweatshirt for the Still Not Done. There's going to be a lot of color options this time, so definitely check that out. That's Tuesday, November 27th. November 23rd is the last day for Feasting to Fit. That starts on November 26th. Lots of dates. It's cool. It's going to be a good time. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Happy holidays. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe, and I'll see you again. Bye.